Who doesn't love coming home, turning on the hockey game, and just relaxing? When it comes to the Leafs, that's not an option. Tonight marks the 10th game in this already carnival of a season, and if you don't remember the carnival, let me refresh your memory. Here are the 9 previous games. Game 1, the Leafs explode offensively, chase Steve Mason, win 7-2, and Leo Komarov gets called for a penalty that I didn't even know existed because of his visor. Game 2, the Leafs explode offensively, get a 5-1 lead, and they chase Henrik Lundqvist, only to completely cough up that lead and let the Rangers tie at 5-5. And somehow they still ended up winning by 3 goals, 8-5. Game 3, the Leafs are losing 3-1 to the Chicago Blackhawks in the 3rd period. They tie it up. Austin Matthews wins it in overtime. Game 4, riding high as one of the league's only undefeated teams, they get smoked on home ice by the New Jersey Devils. Game 5, thanks to Jonathan Drouin's first goal of the season, the Leafs are losing in the 3rd period, only to have Patrick Marleau score a minute and 7 seconds later to tie it. And stop me if you've heard this before, Austin Matthews wins it in overtime 4-3. Next game, a rematch from the playoffs. The highly offensive Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the highly offensive Washington Capitals. I'm sure this is going to be a barn burner. And it was just a 2-0 win. The Leafs ended up shutting out the Washington Capitals, and that was surprisingly the most pedestrian game of the season, which in itself is crazy. Followed by an offensive explosion in the second half of a back-to-back against the Detroit Red Wings. The Leafs chase Jimmy Howard, almost cough up their lead, but don't. They win 6-3. Followed by a 6-3 loss to the Ottawa Senators. It was almost a comeback, but wasn't because they literally gave the game away, featuring a 6-goal 3rd period. And finally, a 3-2 carnival against the LA Kings that had several reviews where we all question what on earth concussion protocol is, what goaltender interference is, and what life is. The Leafs are like the circus gladiators and drinking 3 cups of coffee at the same time, and lucky you, you get to watch them right now.